What's your favorite non-sexual act of intimacy? Watching people sleep. I too enjoy watching people sleep. It's even better when they don't know you're watching. It's a small thing, but I love cooking a meal for my husband and then plating it in a beautiful way. Sometimes I'll even use certain vegetables for color and plate them in a pattern. He always comments on it, and it is a small way of me showing how much I care for him and want him to have a pleasing and delicious meal. Cuddling and smooshing my face into the girlfriend's boobs. Thanks for your answer. My dog rolls in poo. When you're both laughing so hard you clap your hands like a seal and can't breathe. Head pats are cute and pure. Playing with someone's hair is flirty and sweet, but scratching their head, where it's at, baby. Looking into someone's eyes and truly appreciating what they bring into your life. A shared joke while cooking together. Old married couple here. We like sharing secret jokes with each other when all the family is around. We just give each other the eye and the grin. And we know, after 4 decades, just about anything that's said can trigger a shared memory with a laugh for us. Just the feeling of being held. It's simple. Taking a nap, sleeping together while cuddling. Fingers running through hair. That stuff would make me melt. I rub my wife's hand when she drives. That doesn't sound safe. I know, right? Letting a woman drive. Angry upvote. Honestly, just a proper hug. The type that the person uses just a bit too much strength, if that makes sense. There is nothing quite like someone who really cares about you giving you a nice tight hug. It immediately lifts my spirit if I'm feeling down, and makes me feel even better when already in a good mood. Coming home from a hard day of work to have my girl sleeping in bed peacefully, and when I lay next to her, she pulls me in and hugs me as if she never wants to leave her again while she's still asleep. I know this is a bit lewd, but hand-holding is really nice. Drying Elmer's school glue on your hands and peeling it off once dry. They said non-sexual. When she gets mad I didn't eat all day when she herself didn't eat yet. When I get to be Little Spoon. Guys, being Little Spoon is a game changer. It's called a jetpack. My wife and I slow dance almost every day, whether it's just a few seconds or a full song or two. Just kind of our thing we do. My fiancé and I usually shower together. We like to talk, joke around, hug and kiss while showering. Sometimes it turns into something sexual, but most times it doesn't. When cats do that little headbutt, that's my shit. Deep, meaningful conversation. The kind where you share yourself with someone and feel truly understood. Hard to match the bliss of connection and emotional intimacy that comes from those moments of raw vulnerability with someone you love and feel safe with. My boyfriend is an insomniac. He gets very little sleep, and some lucky days he just goes comatose and sleeps 10 entire hours. Some days, he comes to see me and I can tell he's had a rough night. So I lay down. He puts his head on my chest and falls asleep instantly. He shakes. He kicks. He twitches. But I cuddle him and he naps. He always falls asleep perfectly fine with me, and I love to know that he feels safe and comfy. When they haunt my dreams with a future we could have had. There was this one time my boyfriend and I were baking brownies together, and while I was stirring he hugged me from behind and put his chin on my head, and it was one of the sweetest experiences of my life. Good heavens, you stole an identical thread only 3 hours old. Have you no shame at all? Splitting the bill. I love it when she strokes my hair and says I love you, goodbye, before I wake up. Some people just want a hug. Scratches on the back of my neck on that spot. I must have been a dog in a past life or something, because a roughly 5-second scratch on the right part of my neck almost hits a reset button in my brain and instantly makes me forget whatever I was upset about 20 seconds prior. It's like witchcraft, honestly. Hand on my knee, especially while driving. Standing at a distance. Getting 30 FPS on Fallout 4. Touching the small of their back as you walk past in a crowd. Rubbing noses. We call that Eskimo kisses in my house. I instantly succumb. Making goals with my like long term we are a team goals. Having them run their fingers softly on my back or arms and vice versa. I have given back rubs and massages since my college days. It started just with shoulders and upper back. It's now to the point of scalp massages, reflexology, hot rocks, etc. Whether it is a good friend, or someone closer, just that level of intimacy is amazing. There's nothing more intimate than washing your partner's hair. Cuddling, hand-holding. I wish I got to experience these things. Back scratches. Summoning demons and singing along to the screams of our victims. Also cooking an elaborate meal. When she whispers into my ear, "Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" Honestly, just cuddling, watching a movie, laying down and smelling her fresh out of the shower hair. Being the little spoon. I am a guy, by the way. I know, right? At one point I always turn away from her and be like, "Hug me." There's something, I don't know how to describe it, reassuring, about the gesture, as if you're protected and loved. Corny stuff, I know, but whatevs. It's nice. Everyone likes to be little spoon. It makes us feel safe. Jake Peralta. And for me it's cleaning. I spend so much time cleaning up after others who can't be bothered to do it themselves that it's just nice to come home to a clean place with things put away. For physical, just touch me. Spooning, jetpacking. Head on chest, 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 head on chest. Play with hair. Belly rubs. As much as I hate it, I find it so endearing. Whenever my girlfriend is cold, she'll put her hands or feet on my tummy to get warm. Now I'm a skinny dude and this always makes me shiver, but I love her and it's worth it. Playfully flirting by making wisecracks at one another. I love it when I lay in my SO's lap and she runs her hands through my hair. Long luxurious head rub for sure. Burritoed together in a blanket. Just comfortably being in each other's space in general, when everything about your body language and interaction says we have no reservations about casually touching each other and the normal social rules about personal space don't apply. Hugging dude. I like cuddling, and could use a good cuddle, but just something about a good hug makes me feel loved and wanted. Lying down with my head on a girlfriend's lap and she starts playing with my hair. Just moving her fingers through my hair is just so good. There's something about it that I love and can't really explain why. Those moments where you have prolonged eye contact, sometimes accompanied with a small smile, and you can almost physically feel the bond you have with the other person. Hugging. Like those long hugs where you just hold each other for 2 or 3 minutes. I love those. My boyfriend also plays with my hair and tickles my back every night, because he knows it helps me fall asleep. I really appreciate that. Stealing the soul. Light touching when you're flirting, or when you hold or grab a girl's hand for the first time. A wholesome story. I was walking a friend home Halloween night after watching Toy Story 3. I instinctively grabbed her hand on the creepiest and darkest part of the wooded path. A dog charged barking before it was stopped by a fence a second later, scaring her. Apparently my hand holding was a sweet and comforting gesture that made her day. For me it was the moment that clarified intimacy isn't just for people you date or want sex with. She is a lesbian, so it wasn't a romantic thing but a comforting gesture to say you're safe with me, friend. Forehead kisses and head caressing. Hug. Getting things for each other that we didn't ask for but know the other one would want. My husband will go out to dinner with his dad and bring me back chips and salsa he knows I like. Or I'll swing through the drive-thru at Taco Bell on my way home and he's having a bad day, so I'll get him some nacho fries. Little things. but we know this is kind of a love language and we try to do it when we think about it. Or sometimes I'll send him to Sam's Club for diapers and he'll also come home with a gorgeous bouquet of flowers. Or he'll bring me a Dr. Pepper and sour gummy worms when I'm having a really rough anxiety day. It's such a subtle way to say, hey, I love you so much and I wanted to make your day better. Holding her from back. Staring into each other's eyes. When I smile at her and she smiles back and we just stare at each other. Running my fingers on her cheeks or in her hair. Funny how even my dog loves those. New one for me. Laying in bed with her in my arms as we sang songs together. Having a proper conversation while one of us are just peeing on the toilet. I know it sounds weird but it hits different. Driving while listening to songs everyone enjoys, sings along. My boyfriend and I both have our own acts of intimacy. He will passively rub my earlobes whenever we're in vicinity, which I lean into, and my act of intimacy is to smell the side of his neck, which he leans into. Not an act, but there's always that one at-home outfit that he wears only in private moments when no one is going to drop by. When you're just watching TV, Netflix in the hour or two before sleep that no one else ever sees him in, usually faded basketball shorts, some weird t-shirt, and either bare feet or really weird socks. It's not just about the outfit but what it signifies. He's usually only wearing those sloppy, pajama-like clothes when he feels like he doesn't have to perform or be some other version of himself to meet expectations or maintain formalities. He doesn't have to be anything but himself, and when the most comfortable clothes come on, his guard comes down, only and always with you. Kissing the neck. When me and my boyfriend are watching a movie in bed and he rests his hand on my stomach, I don't know why but that weight and warmth are the best feeling. Making them laugh, smile, and think you're an absolute idiot. When she pats me on the head. Those half-awake moments, where we are half naked and asleep in bed cuddling and we talk about anything, it doesn't matter. It always ends up with us making stupid jokes and cracking ourselves up to the point of tears. Also, has anyone received a back massage or back scratches without asking? Yikes. Scratch my back and I'll do anything for you.